yeah? So the same things we were talking about, that abdominal lift, as we said, don't sort of like over-egg that lift because it can lead to a push and a delay. Like, my knee can be here and I can still kick Joe Shudan, yeah? So as I say, as much as you're thinking about that contraction, be thinking about that hamstring lift to get the kick going direct, yeah? Like, got that from Matt Price Sensei. It's a really, really good like tip, yeah, for the Mae Geri. So, like, don't be so far away you have to step, don't be so close it's incorrect. Just at a good distance where you can relax, front foot still, upper body relaxed, Mae Geri with the ball of foot to the stomach, and then step forward, yeah, and then the same on the opposite leg. Okay, after you take the hit, just step back for distance, yeah? Thank you, everyone got that? Cool, back. So now this is virtually what we were doing before, yeah? So you're gonna be a little bit further back, so I can't reach, even if I lean, which I wouldn't want to do anyway, I can't reach, so now I'm going to lift and thrust, okay? I'm not stepping first, I'm lifting as I did before, pushing off my supporting leg and in. Even though I am pushing with my supporting leg, I am not pushing with my kick, yeah? I still want that snap. We snap for a number of reasons. This particular reason, as long as like recovering to make sure Joe can't like block or catch my leg or whatever, is to get that like kinetic energy, that penetrative power through Joe, yeah? If I push him, like he goes back, but we want to have that penetration to get that drop, yeah? And the snap is a big part of that, yeah? So making sure that, again, the kick starts exactly the same way, push, snap with the ball of foot and in. And obviously, again, target they're coming at you, so as they hit, just move back so they're not going to land, yeah? Thank you, James. But, like, traditionally we would say, like, Mae Geri, like, if I'm in command, I'm kicking Mae Geri, like, traditionally, standard Shotokan, we'd say, keep your hands still until the end, yeah? There are merits, so for instance, if Joe had his arm out, there are like merits to change my arm, because of course like, I can help move that out of the way. If Joe were to throw a punch, I can like be switching my arms as I go. But just for practicing that classic kick, yeah, try and maintain your upper body until you land. Yeah, like it's easier to like, it's harder to break a bad habit than to build a good habit, yeah? So like, better to just keep them still, keep them both where they're useful, rather than always showing something is coming, yeah? So just welcome that, thanks Joe. So a little bit different, yeah? A little bit different. So this time we're gonna work on a cut, yeah? What I don't want you to do is step kick. That's not what we're doing, yeah? I am switching and hitting, yeah? It is not 1, 2. The feeling is like my left leg's in front, my left is forward, pull, pull, switch, and hit, yeah? So it's one movement into the kick. If the leg ends up coming slightly round, that's fine, yeah? Obviously just be mindful of kicking to the hip or anything like that, still make sure you're going to the stomach, yeah? But you're pulling up front hip back, and hitting, and don't kick them in the hip, like I just did to Joe. Sorry, Joe. Ready, bow! This is obviously the hardest one by a long way here, guys. But it's good for a couple of reasons, yeah? Obviously, like, if Joe would throw a punch, for instance, like, it's obviously, like, super, like, quick to be able to send that counter straight back in. And we've done this style of movement before, like, with other, like, techniques. It's exactly the same thing, but as we're working on the Mae Geri, it's like, this is what we're doing. Excuse me, but it's also good because you know it's going to be heavy, yeah? Because the only reason that leg is moving is because my hips are moving it, yeah? So it's not like at times you could just like be kicking and my weight's going one way and I've just lifted my leg and like Joe's holding a pad, there'd be no impact whatsoever. I guarantee like if Joe's holding a pad and I switch that back and I send that forward, like because I know there's mass behind that leg, because it is the hips which is sending it there, yeah? So it's really quick, like you might be a little bit closer than you would otherwise be, because again, this could be quite defensive, but it's that switch which is making that leg happen, yeah? So as we said, don't think 1, 2. As soon as that foot moves, like it's over, yeah? You've lifted, you're not engaging your hips, that foot, yeah? Okay, forage. Right. You know this, but sometimes a reminder's important, yeah? So just be square, yeah? So if I'm kicking See how nice I am, like, I'm even cleaning my feet before I kick it. Like, it's the little things, Joe. So, like, if I want to impact Joe, yeah, like, from here, I'm not saying anyone's doing it quite as bad as this, yeah, but imagine like, I'm leaning back, and I try and push forward, but Joey's strong, like, I don't have a chance, yeah, because, like, again, power equals speed squared times mass. As soon as I start leaning back, the majority of my mass is going away, yeah? Whereas if I'm here and, like, that is strong and my mass is forward and Joey tries to push, like, my mass is forward, yeah? So even though, like, it may feel stronger because just from the momentum of it, it's making it significantly weaker, yeah, and also putting yourself in a much worse position, because even though this is like 1-for-1, it's target practice, we always have to be imagining, what if that didn't work, yeah? What if Joe blocked it? What if Joe out-timed it? And now I'm suddenly in a position where I'm going to be going backwards, yeah? Whereas at least if I'm here, Joe deals with it, at least I'm in a position where I can continue the fight, yeah? So never put yourself in a bad position here, especially if it's impacting your power. So lightly, I want you to work through all of those. Okay, so now Joe's going to attack Mae Geri. Yeah? It's just going to be a straight kick, it's going to be chew down, Mae Geri, just like that, okay guys? Basic defense, yeah? So as the kick comes, you're going to push off at an angle, you're going to block. Mae Geri counter, okay? So that's it, yeah? You're just going to push off to the side, Mae Geri counter. If you are too far away, then you're going to thrust, okay? So, as the kick comes, your back leg is going to take you off to the side, covering. Either just a kick, or if you misjudge, thrust. Okay, we'll talk through as we go along. Thank you, Joe. Also, like if I'm kicking Joe, as we said, like the attack is the classic kick. There's a reason for that, because we want to work on that clear, crisp technique. Like, no telegraph, you're just lifting and kicking it. We talk about this often. If you can get, like we often say, like landing this Oizuki is the hardest punch to land, because if I can get my fist and my foot from that position from there to there without Joe moving, there's a very good chance if I am moving, if my stance is shorter, if I'm using snappier techniques, there's a very good chance, yeah. This Mae Geri, if I can get that foot from there, then loaded. Like you can see it like twitching. If I can get that foot from there to there without Joe seeing it coming, then like you're in good stead, yeah. But as soon as like something comes, Joe's gonna know. As soon as something moves, Joe's gonna know. So you have to just try and get there, okay? So making sure you are working on that. As usual, like if I'm defending, if Joe is kicking, by the time I've done that, it's too late. By the time I've done that, it's too late. Yeah, obviously I'm making this really big. To break the line, I have to think about my front foot taking me off. Yeah, so I know I say like, follow the back leg, right? Or like your right leg will take you right. If I think about my right leg, it's too slow. Yeah, Joe at the very least needs to catch my ribs. Whereas if it's my front foot that's shifting me, it's often that back foot that wants to be driving me off. I'm at least going to break that line there. And the feeling is like as soon as I'm safe, I'm coming back in. Yeah, so this is where you can now start thinking about that switch and hit. Yeah, by pulling that hip back, you can land the kick. Yeah, if you're not confident doing that, boom, boom, absolutely fine. Sorry. Or you can come around. As I say, if it starts flicking round, that's absolutely fine at this stage. You do not need to wait for Joe to land before you counter. Yeah, just when you can. Yeah, what are you doing, boy? Left leg forward, 3-3. If I do slowly what you were doing, like your left arm was bringing the kick that way. Yeah, so you were shifting your body that way and you were bringing the kick with you. Yeah, so again, it's that classic Gidan feeling. Yeah, you're crossing across and just sending it out. It's like you are not trying to stop the kick with your arm. Yeah, like if you are much bigger and stronger than your opponent, there is a chance you could make that work. Yeah, but even someone smaller than you, the leg is a really big lump of weight. Yeah, so like your arm is very rarely going to win that fight here. So this is that's just a deflection, yeah? Deflection just in case, and then I'm at a distance I know where I can deliver an effective counter, yeah? There was another point. Oh yeah, like some of you, again, it's still light, yeah? We're not moving yet, this is still a cooperative. Like when we start going faster, it'll start coming a bit more competitive. But like, some of you, like, they're not doing anything, and you're like, you're twitching, but the issue I have with the twitch is it's that. yeah? So all you're doing is showing your opponents, like, what direction you'd be moving. And you're not even protecting yourself by doing this, yeah? Because as I said, by just moving that foot, I'm still well in range of Joe's kick, yeah? Like, if you're twitching by doing that, like, okay, at least I can see, oh, well, they're working on the thing I've asked them to work on, using that front foot to push them offline. But you're not, I'm going that way, yeah? And if I was fighting someone and they did that, I just boom. 100% I just kick them, because they've shown me what they're doing, yeah? So I just try and be relaxed, and when it comes, then shift. Talk about kicks with the microphone, yeah? Thanks, Joe. Riding forward, last time right, 3-3.